On one occasion, she announced to me after a particularly difficult encounter with peers, if they would just get to know me, Mrs. Johnson, they might like me. This was just one of many heartbreaking moments as she struggled to fit in. The year progressed, and I got to know her, and it became apparent she had an incredible imagination, possessed artistic talent, and was very expressive, both verbally and physically. When it came time for our annual Shakespeare project, she chose one of the major roles and learned all of her lines in just 2 weeks, while others around her were still clinging to their scripts. As we rehearsed, she fully immersed herself in her character. For someone who had a hard time reading others' body language and expressions, she sure had a grasp on the emotions of the character she was portraying. When it came time to perform, another cast member kept forgetting his lines, and she was able to coach and feed the lines to the actor while staying in character and doing her part. The boost in self-esteem that she received that day when all of her classmates heaped praise upon her performance helped her feel a sense of acceptance and belonging, something she struggled with daily at the middle school. That same year, I had another student who transferred into my class from a different school system late into the semester. She was very shy and quiet, the kind of student who gets lost in our classrooms, while other more vociferous ones demand our attention. She was also 2 years below grade level in reading, and we spent a lot of time together in extension class working on that. During the same Shakespeare project, she chose to be a costumer and volunteered to stay after school to work during one of our after-school sessions. We needed a pair of functioning wings for one of the characters, so I approached her with the project and asked if she thought she could come up with something. She said yes and immediately started working on a design. With little intervention from me and given access to a variety of materials, she constructed a beautiful set of feathered wings with a wire framework complete with a harness for the actor to wear. Her focus and attention to detail were exemplary. She confidently fitted them to the actor and modified them by adding wrist straps so that they could move fluidly with the actor's arms. Her sense of pride and ownership was evident as she continued to make adjustments for the actor during their use in dress rehearsal, fine-tuning them so they worked flawlessly during the performance. I'm sharing these stories with you today because I believe that all of our students come to us with abilities that aren't measured by standardized testing. Thus, a large population of talented individuals become marginalized by our current educational system. I contend that the arts, both visual and performing, are as important to a child's education as math or reading, and are essential to preparing our students for life in the 21st century. Competition for jobs is fierce, and it requires that our students be able to constantly adapt to change, and quality education in the arts can help to give them a competitive edge. So what do students learn from the arts? The arts don't focus on right or wrong. If students learn mainly in an environment in which the answers are either right or wrong, with no room for creativity, they begin to expect every problem to have a right answer. Participation in the arts opens a student's mind to the possibility of there being more than one way to approach a problem or reach a goal. When we remove the pressure of needing to find the right answer, it becomes easier for our kids to risk and try. The arts are also inherently creative and collaborative. It's not only Google and Apple who desire to employ creative teams of people. Creative thinking is in high demand across the globe, and so is collaboration. Students who participate in high-quality arts education are always being challenged to try new things and to think of novel approaches to problems, as well as work with others to achieve a common goal. Through practicing something collaboratively, students learn accountability and get used to the idea that their actions affect others if they miss a rehearsal, or show up unprepared or late. Developing skills in the arts also takes practice and thus encourages perseverance. Children who've experienced this kind of practice and its benefits are less likely as adults to back away from challenges because of their arts training. Additionally, in the arts, students receive feedback and learn not to take it personally, but to use it to improve or push beyond what they think they're capable of achieving. If students see feedback as helpful, they tend to ask for more and constantly improve their performance. Each discipline within the arts also has its own method of presentation, either through exhibition or a performance of some sort. Students gain a real sense of accomplishment, and being acknowledged boosts their self-confidence, thus creating a motivation to continue learning and succeeding. Lastly, arts education endows our students with coping mechanisms for handling stress in a world where mental health is really a growing concern. The arts are an outlet for self-expression and can be a great stress reliever. If students develop these skills as children, then as adults, they will naturally gravitate toward them in times of need. For our students to thrive in today's world, a different set of skills will be required to find success. A university degree is no longer a guarantee that our students will enter a career or find a job. We as educators need to realize our critical role in the development of these skills and how the arts really are an essential piece toward reaching them. I invite you this year to join with me and reflect upon your teaching. What is in your control as you plan your lessons in preparation for the students who cross your door? How can you integrate or collaborate to include more quality arts education experiences for your students? Let's think hard before pulling a student out of an arts class or an exploratory for the purpose of remediation in a core discipline, and find other ways of supporting and honoring our students who struggle in academics, but clearly have artistic or vocational talents. Let's use our creativity to meet the needs of our students as we seek to prepare them for this rapidly changing world. Thank you.